and welcome to hub and spoke architecture session and how you can use this architecture pattern for your agentic AI solution. So today we are going to discuss on what hub and spoke architecture is. So a hub and spoke, particularly for the agentic AI architecture, it uses a central hub as a coordinator and spoke as a specialized worker agency, you could call them. The main task of hub is to manage the user intent, plan the task, and route it to the specialized worker agents or the spokes or the sub agents. The coordinator sits at the center, receives the initial task from human, decomposes it, decides whether subagents to invoke or which subagent to invoke, passes context to them, aggregates their results, handles errors, and routes information between them. The main task of subagent or spokes or spoke is that each spoke handles a specialized task. It can be a web search, it can be a document analysis, it can be a synthesis, it can be report generation. They receive instructions from coordinator and return the result based on the work assigned. It is that simple. However, there are certain critical isolation principles in this architecture. Sub-agent do not automatically, or spokes do not automatically inherit the coordinator's conversation history, in this case the hub. When coordinator spawns a subagent, the subagent starts with only what the coordinator or the hub has explicitly included in its prompt. It does not have access, the spoke does not have access to subagents or other subagents' conversation or history. Subagents do not share memory between invocations. So each spoke do not speak with each other and do not share their memory. Now let's look from a representation point of view that how in a real world it can be a can be a research agent, a data analysis agent, it can be a code generation agent, it can be an action executor agent, or a specialized knowledge agent or a centralized knowledge agent. This architecture allows you to have a centralized control, standardize APIs, bring modularity, secure the communication, monitor the logs. But there are certain don'ts that you must not do, that build isolated agents, create data silos, enable agent drift or neglect accessibility, or assume perfect harmony. Now let's look at some of the use cases that I have here presented. Two use cases. One is your enterprise software engineering and CI/CD pipeline, and then another is the multi-tenant customer operation and service desk. We'll see a visual demonstration of that piece. But let's understand how you can use this architecture in your engineering process. The first and foremost thing is the hub, which receives the request from the developer. An example being fix the security flaw in the auth or authentication endpoint. Then now the hub breaks down this task and assigns to its spokes or sub-agents. So let's assume agent 1 is a static analyst, agent 2 is an implementer or a developer, agent 3 is a test engineer, spoke 3, and spoke 4 is the security guardrail checkpoint. So each one does their job and returns the result to the hub in a customer setup, customer care environment. So this is something that I have built to demonstrate how it communicates. So what I have built for you is a banking customer care solution or automation, you could say, sample, where you could have an bank account, you could have a credit card account, you could have a loan account, right? And there are some pre-issued prompts to it. So what I'm going to do is not going to change all these things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all three intents here, which will work through their accounts, credit, and the loan account. And I'm going to ask the hub about it. So you will see there is 2 additional sub-agents created, that is risk and compliance and knowledge policy agent. So I'm just going to rerun that. So it has diverted the specific to a specific agent, then received the results, and then went to the knowledge agent to check on the policies and related risk and compliances, and then they return those results. And as a result, this is what I have here as a response to the customer. Again, this is a fixed demonstration, so these values are fixed, but it is returning. Now let's say you want to know about only accounts and card. So I'm just going to select these and ask. So you will see the information will flow between only account agent and credit agent. It did not go to the loan agent. Now it returned you the result on all these. If you want loan and card only, you will see the next time it is not going to hit the account agent, but every time it is going to hit the risk compliance and the policy knowledge agent. You would see these traces when it is observing, classifying, fanning out, means spawning the agent, which agent to pick, then coordinate, and then returning the result. So I'm just going to rerun that one more time so you observe here. So this is a demonstration of how you can design agentic AI solution using hub and spoke architecture.